Welcome everyone to Storytime with Blossom, episode 2. We're going to continue our story with Katawa Shoujo. In the first episode, we found out that our main character who we are playing as, Hisao, has a heart condition and he just transferred to Yamako Academy. The early part of the day ended with school. So now that he's going to lunch with Misha, so let's jump right into it, shall we? Without knowing what else to do, I followed Misha, who was beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descended even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the dine. Oh, the background music's actually very loud. Options. There we go. Sorry about that. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice! It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital eating portion eating proportions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick up something at random and follow Shizune to the table, sitting opposite from her. I'm sorry, but why are you choosing like random? Like, at least try to choose something that you would like. You would like. I'm never gonna be like. I'm not gonna close my eyes and be like, oh, okay, I'll get that one. Okay. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat. See, that's what happens when you choose random food item. Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand Sai, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at the person who talks to you is proper and polite? Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. To ask if there's a library. Oh, yeah, is there a library at the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives me the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There is! It is on the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Oh, thanks. I return to my booth while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. Probably. I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill the silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we are not the first. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumping over at her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. Yeah, that's definitely Misha for you. Loud and obnoxious. She shrinks deeper in her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seat and begin to converse. I'm not wondering about her. Even when the classroom slowly fills with the other students, and finally the teacher, getting into the rhythm of schools feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how it is done, but my body does not. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. Well, just make time go slower, trust me. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time I spent in hospital that just make me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Besides me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we cannot stay and show you around today, Hichan. We've got to hurry already, since there's lots of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Wait. The teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurse have their own building, so we have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's a building in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hichan. It's for physical therapy, of course. We should go swimming. for, for research. Anyway, all of the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be able to find it from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Mata ashita. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with actual education? I guess it is necessary for a place like this. This is so bleak. Don't like a looking place. It looks like dungeon. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher says. On a white door to the left is a green cross with the text Head Nurse and a nameplate. A voice from inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair and faces me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there is at least a dozen kohi cup rings lingering on his desk. What a voice should I give this guy? Could give like hello there. No, I'm not gonna give him that one. I'm not gonna give him that voice. Oh, I have not think about this. Chotto mate. Oh, chotto. I can't really give him the deep voice too, because I give the teacher that. Hello there. Maybe like sort of like the more like upbeat, like that sort of thing. Hello there. What can I do for you today? Yeah, okay, I'll go with this one. He's young looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Oh, why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Alright, I'm a new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation as he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital hot muscle deficiency, right? He gestured me to sit down in the vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. I thought it was a good joke. I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah. Just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at the school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls, the ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you expect from a school's nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly, 3 times a day, and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from his stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't help you much. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rush stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins at his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with my classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh? My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of the burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestepped the question. Acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have a physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care, not you just have to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his fingers to emphasize the point. No need, really. No need, really. I heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Hi. Okay. He goes over my papers once more and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need anything. If you need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. Quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look like one and the same. It is the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they are going, and I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school, and then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us! One of us did it! I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. Well, if you don't know where you're going, then I think that means you already are lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I tread towards the dorms, set a little ways apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and an overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. I really like this picture here of the park. There's it is beautiful. Like I don't know, I just like it. It's like it is spaces and like it feels like it would be nice to walk around. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is a big. The dorm building is big and made of red brick like the others. It feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket, though. Room 119. Despite the ordinate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like the main building, the halls and the doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One of them nods and gives a quick head up before going back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. Someone just said hello. Like, that was like introduction for like maybe go and speak. So like this comment though here just kind of feels like very out of place for. It just feels out of place for me. I don't know. I just don't think it. It's definitely yeah, it's just definitely a weird one for me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallways. Each of these minor halls seem to have a toilet and shower, as well as ballrooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the room adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there's just two of us here. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that character. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. Oh yeah, here we go. A, a bespectacled boy standing in the doorway. He is looking at me very intently through his extremely thick glasses. Okay, he just got accepted into Hogwarts. The scarf, he looks like a Harry Potter character. Who is it? I'm gonna give him that voice. Bright? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Hasao, Nakai. Moving into the room. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce myself. His face suddenly brightens in realization and steps back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight into my diaphragm. Sup, dude? Name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? Are you sure? It could have been... Because there could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of a way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that... does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. Wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eye and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind. Doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room. Impersonal. Like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of the bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A notice pinned to the sleeve of one of my shirts. Hi-chan, we've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these do not fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. But we know it was Mom who wrote the note, though. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have. Then there would have been something to do. It is still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lay down on the bed, feeling drained. Laying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me to be wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge to just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe just stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day too. I still am, I think. Oh, damn. I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all this time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick one up and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued on pharmaceutical label. Hisao Nakai, take tablets 2 tablets daily to stay alive. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having your life dependent on medical and chemicals like this. I resented it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily routine of taking the right amount of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosage. I lay down again, feeling hollowed and uncertain, and after that, I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and a long shadow draws across my room like fingers. So he just sat in the bed and like look at like he did nothing at all for like the whole like hours and hours. That is so boring. I don't know if I could do that. At least I would probably fall asleep, but you know, I would have definitely taken a nap, but then I'd probably be up all night. The sheets feel that are slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes from room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night. It becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I can feel the coldness and unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. Yeah, like there's like when I was moving, right? And like you first like sleep in a bed though, like for the next day. It's like oh, like I do also feel like maybe a little bit scared, like I don't know. It's just like you the unfamiliarity of it. It's like I can definitely understand the sentiment here. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Yay! We just finished the first day! Yatta! I wake up in strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light grey ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. I? Mm, this is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed it is me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bags are on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for moments, deliberating until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out tablet from the foil sheets. I down them with chest water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniform in the closet though. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back. I could just like kind of see him like he is like one of those sneaky toys where he just like I just got like city image in my head. I sink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on new uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of genetic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh clothes against my back is a good one, a natural one. I love the feeling of like putting on like new clothes and getting like just buying new clothes. I like clothes. But I understand this one too. Like it does feel good. It feels like a school uniform as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far this place seems more or less like normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them is what pass for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. Hmm, if so, I wonder if I should join one. All through class, the question remains in my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfectly and evenly flat. Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? She's like so annoyed. Oh, I see. That is good question, He-chan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right! Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. Yes, I believe in that. There are also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Just probably classic Japanese school festival. Like there's like games, there's like maid cafe. There's like all these things. Each class does something different. Like it's why are you asking? That's the thing is sometimes they are writing like they are in like in Japan like school, right? Like they got the uniform, right? Obviously, they are using like Japanese names, right? It's like I don't understand where he's like confused. Like there's no way his old school did not have a festival. Like I don't understand his question. I don't know, He-chan. The truth is, it's local event, and I'm not from the area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts the glasses at the end of her oddly grandiose flourish, uh, and at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish, and starts signing hard and heavy. Oh yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Let's go. Ah, oh, who cares? What kind of climax? Wow, that's like so disappointment. Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. This part, I forgot how weird. Yeah, I guess. I wonder. I don't remember it being this weird. I wonder if, like, maybe the translation. I don't know, but oh whatever. I, it might be. It's weird. Anyway, I think it might be like translation thing maybe. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Yeah, of course Misha's loud. human beings involved with each new generation. The ideas and beliefs behind the festival will inevitably change with time. The problem is, if the festival is in few days, at this point you should know what it is about. Like, everyone in the class should be knowing about everyone. Like, this is so bad. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you can play to win prizes. Oh my god, that's what I just said. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton, and shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though brushing it off without care. We are in the middle of a class and should start working. Yeah, very good, Misha, very good. Oh, that's right, Shi-chan. Of course, she's just translating because she's so oblivious. What? That's right, Hi-chan. Are you asking because you're interested in joining club? Yes, that is usually why people ask, because they are curious about the certain topic and subject they bring up. Like, very good, Misha. You get a gold star today, Sugoi. It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Oh, really? That is like, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Suzune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and step silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was walking in any group, and no one seems to be notice her but me. I glance at teacher, who also looks at the dark-haired, who's looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? He-chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me, looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Okay. Well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? Considering it is my second day and I know no one else, no, I don't. I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Uh, sure. Yeah! Okay, He-chan! Perfecto! God. The rest of class passes. Eventually, the girl with the long hair never come back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it is time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it all. It's not a contest or anything. Yes, it is, He-chan! Impossible. Honto? Really? Honto. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what everyone else is saying at the given time. That's actually like pretty impressive. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I targeted Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune? I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really, Shizune can't hear me. But it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she is doing? No, she's at least looking at me. Oh, this is all very confusing. It will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over prize. If there is no prize on the line, it's not really contest. Suzune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me, as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Are you sure, Hichan? Very sure. You're wrong, Hichan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my ability, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Oh, yeah. Shizune pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose, in a very matter of fact way. Oh. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I had almost forgotten that I was supposed to be having lunch with them. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? That's so plain! Okay, let's go! Ikimashou. Okay, sure. Plain? Well, I guess. Like, duh, come on, like, seriously, like, that's the only place we know where we can eat. I mean, maybe we could have eaten in a classroom, right? Like, I guess so, right? That's like where pretty much everyone, that's where most students like eat their lunchroom, right? But like, the problem is they don't give you like option, like it doesn't matter. At my old school, I'd like to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the ending of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Should have asked. They should have been like, hey, yo, maybe like, where's there a different place for eating? Shizune and Misha pulled me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating classroom or outdoors. Okay, I did just said that. Perfect. So, I saw some of my classmates had brought lunches. Oh, bento! Yada! After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hichan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right? Right. Hichan, okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha straightens her posture as if she is about to deliver a speech. Hichan, do you have anything you are really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams or players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There is book club, right, Shi-chan? Right? But it seems like they have all the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hee-chan, it's really popular club. Yeah, dude, we had like a literature club at my school. It was like they always had lots of members for that one. Yeah, their festival like stores were always so good. They always had like some of the best ones. Ah, okay, but more to the point, Hichan, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Good, great, that's great, Hichan, really great. Okay. Misha, Misha, why is that so great? No reason. Well, Hichan, other than clubs, the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. The student council. I'm not talking about the student council. I see, I see. I didn't know this school had student council. That was a very melodramatic setup, though, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it and Misha's laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Right, right. Hichan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yeah, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we can hang out every day, Hichan. Shichan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Shichan is the president. I'm starting to get this suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Haha! Of course! You're not trying to get. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join the council just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to. So you're admitting that. Ah, no, we admit nothing. I mean, He-chan. Of course, it would be nice for you to join and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one school. Yeah, it is true, He-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, He-chan? I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying to look their cutest, although they're already pretty cute to begin with. Hmm. Well, so it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hichan. What? No, 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 no. Aw, see, see, Hichan. Of course, it will not go so easily. Yeah, that's right. Though it would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, Hichan owes me candy now. Wait, you were betting on it? Hey, my knife is not a game here. Shizune's well, actually, yeah, your knife is literally a game. I am literally playing your knife. I get to make your choices. Your knife is very much a game. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggression glint, the aggressive glint returns to her eyes. Wahahaha! That's interesting, Hichan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about rich man, poor man, Hichan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. Oh, why not? Well, because you two both have the same incentive, and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Yeah! Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up and I will be at clear disadvantage. So I will have to decline. He is so smart. He is actually smart. Hichan, I am very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us and that we will pull something so di di mm, disingenuous? That makes me sad. Uh, sorry, sorry. It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting cute girls' feelings, you should definitely join the student council! No. How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man? Paper football? Yeah, it is a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle and then you shoot it, and then you try to shoot it past the goalposts that the other players make with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hichan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children. Shichan. That means it's a game that really separates the boy from the man. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Yeah, that is true. How did you know, Hichan? Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me to join the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even know anyone who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, Hichan, how about this game? The game of world domination. I don't know what that is. It's really fun, Hichan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. Sounds like Shizune would be good at it. If you win, if you want to play, we can't have to school. Ah, really, Shi-chan? We can play just for fun, He-chan. Shi-chan hasn't played in a really long time, so if you want to, there's no strings attached. Well, okay. Okay. Perfecto! We'll see you after school in the student council room then, He-chan. Wait, why there? Because that is where we keep the game. I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end, I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. Okay, so I think this is a good place to stop. All right, it was fun. We got to see our room. We met Kenji. We got to have lunch with these two girls again. Yeah, it is good. I'm enjoying reading the story. I haven't read it in a while, so this is fun. I hope you also enjoyed the story here, and I hope to see you next time. So thank you so much. Bye bye.